Welcome back to EarthChangers. I'm Amy Hyder, your host, and joining me for this segment from Spartanburg is Lou Sartor. Good morning, Lou.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Now, Lou, if you're not familiar with this name, you should be. Lou is the driving force behind the Spartanburg Soup Kitchen. And could you tell us a little bit about the Soup Kitchen, though, Lou, for people who might not be immediately familiar?
Absolutely. Spartanburg Soup Kitchen actually opened its doors 35 years ago. And what makes it so ironic is the fact that it actually started out at Second Presbyterian Church. What happened is that some people started coming around to the church on Sunday mornings asking for a sandwich. And from there, they met for about 2 years and decided to use their gym and turn it into a soup kitchen. And of course, for those many years, that's where the soup kitchen was, up until 5.5 years ago, when we moved to our own location, where we're able to have more people to come in for the daily meal, as well as offer other programs to our guests to change their lives daily.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many people do you serve?
The least amount is 300.
Mm-hmm.
It can go up to 500 or more.
Wow.
Now, during the holiday season that we are knowing it's going to be next week and the week after, when school is out for the children, we will probably serve anywhere from 700 or more.
Wow.
Well, on Christmas Day, about 1,500 or more. That's how many we served on Thanksgiving Day.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you for the help you give.
Thank you so much. It's a blessing for me to be the director, but I would like to say this. When I left Spartanburg County Department of Social Services to become the director 15 years ago, I stood on a lot of faith because the doors were so close to shutting down.
Oh, my.
In fact, I started September the 1st, 2001, and had things not turned around, the doors would have closed December of 2001.
Oh, my goodness.
But when that time came, things had turned around, and we were on sovereign ground, which we continue to be on to this day.
Wonderful. So, wow, thank you again, because that's tough that it was that close to closing. How did you bring it around?
What I did, I started going out and speaking to lots of people, different groups, different churches. I found out that a lot of people did not even know there was even a soup kitchen.
Wow.
And so being able to get people on board with me and to bring in those donations, because we are one of the nonprofits who accept no governmental assistance.
Okay. So you run completely on donations.
Absolutely, completely, 100% on donations. In fact, I tell people we literally run the mailman down every day to see if he has any donations for us.
Now, speaking of donations, we are in the season of giving. You know, if you feel inspired to help the hungry of Spartanburg, how can people give to you, to your organization?
Well, we have a PayPal account. Also, they can send checks to us or money orders made out to the Spartanburg Soup Kitchen, 136 South Forest Street, Spartanburg, South Carolina, 29306. And I can tell you why I get inspired. That's when our beloved little children, who, in lieu of birthday celebrations, take up donations for us so we can share and purchase items for the children that come here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. So you give out gifts to the children at Christmas?
We do, in fact, on December the 21st. Mm-hmm. And I would like to thank all of these wonderful people within this community, as well as the schools, who have taken our wish list and have bought beautiful things for the children. And a lot of the mothers, they might work part-time, or they might even have a full-time job. Mm-hmm. But by the time they pay their bills, there's nothing left for Christmas.
Right.
So in addition to doing Christmas for the children, next Friday, we will be doing Christmas for the adults. My first year at the old kitchen, when we were at the former location, a man had come to me and said, my family won't do anything for me, and I'm going to be so lonely at Christmas. I won't have a gift or anything. Oh. And so we started with blankets and deodorant and socks and shampoo and all these hygienic items, and that's what we do. So we're going to be bagging those up next Thursday evening so we can distribute to our adult guests. Mm-hmm. And we are hoping that people will donate fruit to us so we can incorporate a little fruit bag in their gifts.
Oh, that would be nice. So anybody listening, fruit, Spartanburg Soup Kitchen, Christmas gifts. You can do this. And you bring it to 136 South Forest Street?
That's correct.
136 South Forest Street in Spartanburg. Okay, so bring along some fruit. Do you need anything else?
Well, I know that a lot of our guests have mentioned that they need gloves. Now, we have plenty of socks that people have donated to us. And we have beautiful hand-knitted toboggans for the women. But we don't have any hats for the men or caps for the men or gloves. Okay.
And you can get those, cheaply and easily enough. It doesn't take a whole lot. You could just get these. So you need hats and gloves for the men.
We do.
Okay.
And for the women, we're okay because, again, to be in this beautiful community where lots of knitting clubs have actually knitted the caps and the gloves for the women in such beautiful colors.
Okay, so you bring a lot of people together, don't you?
We really do. And again, it's all about letting people know. Now, something that's going on this evening will be for our men empowerment and the women empowerment. We are hosting our third annual Christmas party for them at 6 o'clock. And we have beautiful little gifts for them. And these classes are the classes where we encourage and inspire the women. We started with the women. And 2 years ago, one of the men came to me and said, we want what you have instilled in the women. And so that was the beginning of men empowerment. But it goes even further than that. We also do the children. So during the summer months, the children come here every Friday. We fix a breakfast for them. We have a complete curriculum for them. It's all about changing lives.
Right.
And that's been a very popular component for us to have the empowerment classes where people have become from being homeless to a home, from being jobless to having a job.
And it all comes back down to if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. You want to feed the knowledge and feed their souls and get them to a better place in their lives.
In their lives.
And it's wonderful that you're doing that.
Well, thank you so much. I just feel honored to be able to get a vision and see it come to fruition, and to see those lives change, where people come in here with smiles on their faces and say, guess what? We got a job today. It's just powerful. Very powerful.
And they were lucky to get you to head it up, because with your experience in social services, you have the grounding in all of this. You know where to send people for help. You know how to bring these resources together.
You are absolutely right. And again, I cannot say how easy my job is because of all of these beautiful volunteers.
Yeah.
There are about 450 volunteers.
Oh, my goodness.
That come in here 7 days a week and prepare the meals, to have the children's bags for the children. And next week, for the next 2 weeks, we will probably go through about 500 children bags, and that is to ensure that at night they will have something to eat, as well as in the morning for breakfast, because they won't be in school.
Right.
So it won't be that they've got a free breakfast at school. So we've got 2 tough weeks, but we know we can go through this, and we can make sure our children have something to eat.
Now, do you accept anyone who wants to volunteer?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And how can people get in touch with you to do that?
They can either call our office number, 864-585-0022, or they can go to my email, which is LouSartor@outlook.com.
Okay. And, of course, you also have a website.
We also have a website, www.helpthekitchen.org.
Helpthekitchen.org. That's very straightforward. Come on, everybody. Help the kitchen.
Yes.
And so we've got a call out now: hats and gloves for men, fruit for the adult gift bags. But is there any specific event you could use extra volunteers on at this point? Any place you're lacking there right now?
Well, you know what? If some volunteers wanted to come in and help us distribute the adult bags on next Friday, we do welcome that opportunity, because in addition to doing all of that, we will have our trucks to come in with our deliveries from the stores. So we will have to process that as well.
Yeah.
So our guests can have the breads and other items that they will be privy to take home with them.
Okay. Okay, so the call's out, guys. Volunteers, items, fruit, and you can always make a monetary donation, because Lou knows exactly where to put it to help people.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, this is what, 36 years you said? 36 years.
35 years.
35. It will be
36 on February the 22nd.
That's it. And we will be speaking to you again when the anniversary comes up.
Oh, that is fantastic.
But
and I'm also,
yes, ma'am.
I'm also hoping to coincide with that. We will have the love truck here from Little Caesars. They traveled nationwide, and it was amazing this year. That date coincided with our anniversary celebration. So they were outside with a big old tractor trailer kitchen, fixing those 500 pizzas.
Oh, my goodness.
So lots of great things going here for our guests.
Yes, absolutely. And we're so grateful for the work you do around the community, and for all the help you bring to the people of Spartanburg. And just one more time, if you feel inspired to help the Spartanburg Soup Kitchen, you can go to helpthekitchen.org. You can call the office number, 864-585-0022. You can email Lou directly. And that is, again, Lou, it's an Outlook.
That's correct. LouSartor@outlook.com. gmail.com.
And can you spell your last name for everybody so they...
Yes. Sartor.
Okay. Sartor. Ruth Sartor.
Yes.
Okay. And she will get you hooked up. She will help you contribute in any way that you can. If you need help, if you're listening to this right now and you need that help this holiday season, can they get in touch with you as well?
They sure can. In fact, on Thanksgiving, in addition to feeding over 1,500, we also did the takeout plates for them.
Ah.
And so if anybody in this community needs a takeout plate, all they have to do is call me, and we will have those plates available from 10 to 12 o'clock on Christmas Day.
Oh, my. But you do need to call.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Lou, thank you for joining us this morning. We will speak with you again when the anniversary comes up in February. And thank you for taking time out of your incredibly busy Christmas schedule here, getting all those gifts packaged up, as well as lunch every day for that many people. And we really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. It's a privilege and an honor. And I'm so grateful to your wonderful station for letting me become an advocate this morning for those who maybe feel like they no longer have a voice to speak.
Well, that's what we particularly are here for. So thank you again. And
you are quite welcome.
And we have been speaking with Lou Sartor this morning from the Spartanburg Soup Kitchen. Again, Lou, thank you. And that's going to wrap it up for EarthChangers this week. Get out there, take some deep breaths before you tackle these couple weeks before Christmas. Be an Earth Changer for someone this week and have a fantastic week.
If you have an event or topic of interest for EarthChangers, contact Amy Hyder. Amy at earthfmwrth.com.